What's up, guys? Welcome to the podcast Metaphorically Slutty. This is your host, Daisy. Thank you guys for tuning in. It is 10/20/2024. We are in the 3 o'clock hour and led by Spirit to jump on here and give a message. So if you haven't already been feeling this feeling that there is something different going on, then you'll be feeling that feeling soon. And for the ones who are feeling this feeling that something is different, something seems off, it is. There is been a huge shift in timelines that is happening. One of the things that I would say you would have to pay attention to is, or how one of the ways you would know that there's a shift, there's been some sort of timeline jump, is that you will find a lot of infiltration going on when it talks about chosen ones, when it talks about light workers, when it talks about spiritual things, like seeing messages and stuff everywhere. When you start to see that there's a infiltration, meaning that those kind of conversations are out in the public and they're using it for their own marketing strategy, that's an infiltration. Because once you market it like that to everybody, it sort of becomes a way to mock I don't want to call it the secret, but it's a way to mock what's spiritual. You're mocking the unseen. And everybody has access to the unseen, but there are ones who specialize in the unseen. The same way as everybody can do math, but everybody's not an accountant. Everybody can clean a house, but not everybody's a carpet cleaner. Everybody can build, but not everybody's a carpenter. There's a lot of people that can access their voice to singing. Everybody can't sing. So there's professionals, there's what people can do and have access to, and then there's people who specialize in this particular topic. And you have certain ones who specialize in spirituality, specialize in the unseen. And they have had this practice over lifetimes. They have built this practice. They have built this foundation. It's passed down through bloodline and DNA. And so, and not all the ones who say they are that, and you have to be careful you have to be aware of that too. And I'm going to do a video about that soon. But I'm going to stay on topic with this. So you will see a mockery when it comes to people seeing angel numbers. It'll become like everybody's talking about it, and it'll become like a trend. That's how you know certain things are being infiltrated. And it's being infiltrated because there's a shift that has happened where the material plane, and as you focus more on the material plane, focus more on what you can see with your physical eyes, what you can objectify, what you can, things that you can touch and feel, all those things. People are starting to realize that have been doing the work that is just one aspect of living in this dimension. But there's also other dimensions and other planes. And once you start to realize that there's other dimensions and other planes, you begin to recognize your power as one of the co-creators of the universe, not replacing God, not taking the place of God, but being an extension and receiving the power of knowing that you also possess power. That's the reason why you are on this earth, and you're an extension of God. And your vessel is a vehicle to receive the light from the Most High, to be the vessel for the Most High, and also do the work that you're supposed to be doing by having the obedience. And when I say having the obedience, being able to receive that light and being able to build that relationship with Source, the invisible, the Most High, and strengthening that light and strengthening your muscle with how you commune with the Most High, how you commune with Spirit. And it opens you up to higher realms. And I know I just got a little tongue-tied with that. It's because it's, yeah. So there's recognizing that power, you start to see that the physical realm is a lower realm. It is not the realm. Materialistic things and all of that nature, it is associated and connected to our lower nature, our more primitive nature, our animalistic nature, which we would call that our root chakra. And it's not good or bad. It is just our primitive. It is the almost our beginning aspect of who we are. And once you start to tap into who you really are, you recognize the evolution of the human mind, the human body, and the human spirit. So there are ones that want to continue, because in order for you to perpetuate that the lower vibrational dimension is a higher dimension, you have to be programmed and conditioned to continue to allow your energy to be used, siphoned, to continue perpetuating a lie. That's the only way it survives, by people's energy. And a lot of people's energy is being manipulated to continue perpetuating that lie, that a single person does not have the power. Because once you convince a single person don't have the power, then you start convincing a group that they don't have the power. Once you start convincing a group they don't have the power, then that's when you're grooming and you're conditioning. And a lot of people have been going through that for a long time. And they have been kept in a certain cycle. Look how simple it is for people to say, you know what, if we really want change in the world, we have to get out of the programming of not voting. We have to get out of the program. We have to get out of the game. We have to not play checkers. We have to play chess. But to tell a people that they have been conditioned, their minds won't be able to fathom or grasp what that power is, because they're used to being used. They're used to being abused. They're used to being manipulated. And one of the things that you learn as you start to regain your power is that you have the power to heal yourself. It's within you. Why wouldn't you have the power to heal yourself? You're a powerful organic being. Most of us are. Another time for that story, for that truth. Why wouldn't you be able to heal yourself? Why wouldn't you be able to feel your body and know what you need in your body, know what you don't need in your body, know what people you need around you? Your body is an intelligence. Your body is it's an intelligence. It has emotional intelligence. It has spiritual intelligence. It has mental intelligence. You don't need to go to someone to tell you this. You may need to confirm it. but you already know what it is. Your discernment about certain things, you should be able to know when something is off or when something is really good. You should be able to be in tune with yourself to be able to know that and not have to have an outside source to verify that. Because this is your life essentially. You have to make a choice. No matter how much you believe in God, no matter how much you say God and you praise God, you still have to make a choice in your daily life about what you do and how you live your life. Because we have free will. So coming up, you will see that a lot of things that people are depending on when it comes to the physical realm will be collapsing. And there's going to be a need to turn inward. It's not going to be a need. It's going to be the only way for people. And the other way is going to be a gathering of a one world kind of life that has been grooming people for this next phase, where you won't have a say, where you won't even be able to control your thoughts, where your emotions will be programmed as to what someone else outside of you wants it to be. It is time to go inward. Because the great war that you are surviving, you have survived many lifetimes. And it's not just a physical war, it's a psychological war, it's a spiritual war. And you have to claim your power back. You have to demand your power back across all timelines and dimensions. And know and claim your protection and know that you're protected. And you will see that ones that you thought that you loved or that you thought loved you, those same people will look different, will sound different as you start to awaken to your truth. And you have to find peace and solace in your journey and the focus on your journey. So I'll put more of my descriptions, my information in the description box. But be vigilant about your mind, body, soul, spirit, and emotions. Continue having pretty days. Decorate your mind and beauty. Decorate your emotions and beauty. Purge what needs to be purged. Relinquish what needs to be relinquished. And fully claim who you are. Until next time, pretty days. Continue having pretty days, pretty daisies. Peace. Oh, and it's 333.